county government of Mombasa has allocated 30 million shillings to fight the Indian house crow, described by scientists as invasive. Now, the birds are commonly known as kunguru or kurabu and are seen as a nuisance. They have been wreaking havoc at the coast, denying tourists and residents a chance to, of course, hold outdoor activities. In open-air eateries, the pests have been stealing tourists' food. The aggressive birds, which mostly scavenge in Mwakirungo dump site, are also a threat to the aviation industry as they cause crashes. Francis Mtalaki is following up on this particular story and now joins us live. Francis, good morning. So these monies have been allocated to do what exactly?
Well, with regard to the money that was allocated, because we understand that after it went to public participation, then the county government of Mombasa were forced to scrap the 30 million that was allocated to the to dealing with the Indian house crows, or commonly known as kunguru. And most of these areas that they have found is just like behind me, where is a Kibarani dam site, one of the areas that you can be able to spot these birds, as well as areas where there are hotels, depending the number of foods that they take these birds. And also looking at the complaints that have been coming from the residents and also the hotel owners, are saying that whenever there are some air eaterings, then that is the moment that you'll find these kungurus being a nuisance. And also there was a complaint from the Kenya Association of Hotel Caterers, given that they complained that these kungurus are being a nuisance, and so the county government needs to do something with regard to these birds. But traditionally, the birds have been here, and so the move by the county government said to remove them is one of the measures that had been presented. But we understand currently the move has been stopped, given that according to the views that were presented at the public participation, then the residents of Mombasa felt that this is not a priority. There are other issues that needs to be dealt with regard to the county government of Mombasa. But we can't be able to digest this issue with an environmentalist who is Bwana Frederick Owiti, so that we can talk more. Maybe you can just come closer to me? And how big is this problem? And is the county government of Mombasa being able to handle it on a long-term basis?
Okay. One issue is that these crows, they are migratory. And this issue cannot be tackled by Mombasa County alone, because the birds are also found in Taita Taveta, Lamu, Kilifi, and even Kwale. So it should have an integrated approach, and not just the county government doing it alone. I know that the crows, they have become a menace to Mombasa County, especially the tourists. But also the other method they used earlier of annihilating them using poison will not even be the best way, because a poison that can kill birds can also kill humans. And another thing, are we really sure that there are no people who normally feed on the crows? And they normally say that the crows are the echelon of the food chain. But now my problem is when you annihilate the king, another one will come and occupy that chance you have left. So to me, I think that there should be a study, maybe a census by an expert, so that we find out how many there are. And after that, now we look at the habitats, and from there now we can have a proper plan. Because without a proper plan, I think whatever they are doing will not succeed.
One would say that these birds were here, and since it's been long since we've been having these birds, and so why should we eliminate them, given that they also is one of the birds that the residents of Mombasa and other counties still celebrate?
Okay, they have been here. They normally say they came with a ship. I don't know, and they have been part of our ecosystem. And you know, Kenya is a signatory to the United Nations Convention on Biodiversity of 1992. So when you want to remove a part of that biodiversity, you have also to get consent. And this one must be a study being done to find out the impact. And you know what? We might be treating a symptom, because we know that the birds need to feed. And because of our poor waste management system, we have created food for the birds. And maybe that's why the birds are laying more eggs and they are multiplying. So we need to control the way we dump our waste, and the crows will not even have food to eat, and their population will reduce. Because when you look at even the quails are also invasive. There are also many. They are like the crows. But when you want to reduce the quail population, you reduce their food, and then you just see the population reducing. So,
but also one will argue that the birds also have their unique way of operating, and once you kill them or you kill one of them, then you would realize that they will not come around that area. In fact, when you say that they will organize like a funeral, camp there for 2-3 days before now they vacate.
Yeah, that is true, and that will mean that if you start putting poison in one place, then you will kill few, and then they'll migrate. They will not come to that spot again. So the best thing will be, to my understanding, it will be that we carry out studies and find out maybe a certain chemical that you can use just to reduce their population by them not laying eggs, so that their population will just reduce slowly by slowly. As we know, when they don't lay eggs, they'll not hatch, or even if the eggs are laid, they'll not be able to hatch, and therefore the population will just reduce. But the birds, they have also their own brain. When discover there's a poison and one of their mates is dead, you will always see so many of them there, and then they'll disappear. So I think even if you use the strategy of using some poison, it in the long run will not succeed, because they'll migrate to another portion and they'll leave you alone there with your poison.
Thank you so much, Bwana Freddy Kawiti. Well, that was Freddy Kawiti speaking to us, and as he says that there is need for a research that needs to be conducted with regard to the kungurus, or Indian house crows as they are known. And this is something that maybe the hotel owners would say that they need it to be implemented very fast, given that the nuisance they have been causing, and Mombasa being a tourist destination, then the county government of Mombasa in the long term, then they may be forced to do something with regard to these birds.
All right, Francis Mtalaki there reporting from Mombasa. Thank you for that. All right, we will now want to take a short commercial break, but we're coming back in a